Hi, Aries. Welcome back to Dream Tarot. I'm going to be doing your next 48 hours, your reading. All right. So I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, and we're going to get started. So this will let you know of any significant situations or actions or whatever that may come out for you or come towards you in the next 48 hours. This is going to be energies that you could be aware of or that you're unaware of that we're going to be bringing up in today's reading. This is for all my Aries and Aries placements. And yeah, also cross watchers as well. If you're watching, this one's for you. And yeah, let's just jump right in. I hope you guys are doing well, by the way. All right, so this reading's for Aries, my Aries masculines and feminines. What is our next 48 hours going to look like? What is our next 48 hours going to look like? Give me some messages for Aries. All right, we have the Hermit coming out as your first card. What else? Nine of Pentacles. All right, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, wow. Big shift and change in energy within the next 48 hours. So, like, one day you're feeling to yourself, by yourself, doing things alone, not speaking as much, being a little bit more quiet, more reserved. Okay, and I feel like this is part of you becoming very independent or interdependent. So, what that basically means is like you know who to depend on and who not to depend on. You could have had a very significant dependent energy with a person or a situation. You could be cutting ties with that situation and you're refocusing your energy towards what you can truly depend on. So, whether that's just yourself or that's certain friends or family, you're changing directions here. So, there was something that you could have been very dependent on. You're kind of like, I wouldn't say cutting ties, but you're being very you're not showing up in that situation anymore. You're being very reserved and you're not getting into an energy where you're overly independent, but you know who to depend on and who not to depend on. So that's just a big thing. And it's part of that pentacle energy. So who's been showing you certain behavior that is to your liking, whatever that is. That's also like who has been there for you, invested in you, that kind of thing. And especially towards yourself. So there's independence towards yourself where you feel like you are um, a significant energy that you can depend on. You're not going to let yourself down. But there are other situations and people around you that you may have been neglecting or not giving as much as yourself to per another situation. You're realizing I need to feed into what feeds into me. Okay. But then there's a big dynamic, maybe the last 24 hours of this 48, where you are acting on impulses. So, I wouldn't say that it's not lasting as long, this new energy. I just feel like there's some type of very indulgent thing around you or person that you may have a hard time staying away from. And if this is not you, then this is that other energy. They've been trying to do that, but they're coming towards you. This also be someone who you have not done any wrong to, but maybe this could be like a friend or a family member or even a lover who hasn't really been pouring into you. And it's because of some other situation that they're learning a lot from and they're excluding themselves from that situation. And then all of a sudden, now they're coming back up in your life and they're showing up more than they were before. So that's also something to stay aware of. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. This is you, Aries. This is your energy, obviously. So whether this is you or another person, that's going to be your energy for the next 48. And I'm sorry to keep saying energy, energy. I feel like that's kind of annoying you. As a spiritualist and what I do for work, energy is a word that we overuse, but sorry, I'll try not to use it in your reading. I feel like it's annoying you. All right. The Emperor, whether this is you or another person, This is someone who is taking full responsibility of their life. So if they're not liking a certain outcome, then they're taking responsibility, even if it's not them who has pushed this outcome. So even if they involve themselves in certain connections or situations where they had an unfavorable outcome, they're like, let me look at myself and see why I even allowed this to happen. So someone is taking a lot of accountability here. If there's someone who's been neglecting you for some time and you didn't even do anything bad to them, they're taking accountability for just not being present towards you, and they're realizing you are someone who's really been in their corner. I feel like that's that Knight of Wands energy. This person could have suffered some type of disappointment in their past, and they're taking responsibility for that. And they're realizing I need to feed into the people or the situations that feed into me. So whether this is how you feel or if this is someone around you that's been very MIA, they're coming back around, okay? Under the Emperor, we have the Hierophant. With that Hierophant, this is commitment. So someone's committing themselves to something as they're learning more about themselves and just people around them. There's something about psychology or philosophy that someone's really learning, whether they're studying books or in a class or they're just learning from experience. It's making them look at themselves and just feed into what is more giving towards them, what they should have been doing from the get-go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. This is really good energy. I'm really like looking, almost side-eyeing the Knight of Wands, because I'm like, what is this impulsive energy? But it doesn't have to be bad. Knight of Wands is very reckless sometimes, but it doesn't have to be looked at that way. Every card in the deck has a positive meaning and a negative meaning. So it feels very positive, this reading, so we're going to keep that hope alive, and we'll just start clarifying from the Hermit and down the line. All right, let's see. Clarify the Hermit, please, for Aries. Gift. That's powerful. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's see, what about the Nine of Pentacles? Adventure. All right, and then what about the Knight of Wands? Tell me about the Knight of Wands, please. Sweetheart. Interesting, okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have ideas. So someone's having some type of breakthrough, almost like that Ace of Swords moment where they're coming to clarity, almost similar to what I've been speaking about. Someone is realizing maybe they've been giving and investing themselves and being concerned about things that didn't have much concern for them. And they're realizing that was a misstep or a mistake, and I really need to feed into what feeds into me. That is what I need to put my focus in. That's what I have to give all my effort to, all my love, whatever it may be. Someone's having that breakthrough. That often comes after being in Hermit, because Hermit is like cutting out distractions so that you can think for yourself. So someone here could have been very ruled by other people's opinions and criticism or influences even, and they just weren't living for themselves. They were almost living in the thoughts and ideas and actions of what people were placing on them, but it's also what they chose to involve themselves with. When someone goes into Hermit, they cut out all distractions and they kind of just start to think for themselves, and it's they come out very different. Hermit could be like the weirdo in society, because it's like someone who goes in a cave for like a month, and when they come out, they're obviously a little I gotta watch my words, because this could be you, Aries. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they could be a little touched by the spirit, okay? And it's like, are you okay? But they're better than they ever been. People will not understand that. Isolation does bring a lot of clarity, For some of you, if this is you, Aries, and if this is not you, then I'm speaking of that person. Whoever this is has cut out even like social media, friend groups, even family, and started to think for themselves. So this could be someone who's easily influenced. Okay. And it's very powerful that the gift card is coming out for the hermit because it's a gift that this person is finally thinking for themselves. It's going to bring a lot of blessings, okay? A lot of revelations are coming with this new thought process and wisdom, especially connected to the Nine of Pentacles, very wise energy. Even the adventure card coming out with the Nine of Pentacles is very powerful, but we'll get to that in a second, okay? So, what is the Hermit with the gift card? Clarify that for Aries. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So, someone is very slow moving at this time, but it's only 48 hours. You understand? So, that's not that much time for a lot of people. It's like 2 days, okay? But for whoever this person is, it's a lot. There's some deep isolation someone's taking within 24 hours, the beginning of this 48, and it's slow motion or slow movement. Someone feels very slow. Time is moving very slow for someone. It could be because they're not distracted. So, for example, if someone's used to going to work, but every time they get off of work, they have some type of event, or they're hanging out, or they know they're gonna go end the night with their friends or family. That kind of moves time along. Someone's been very involved, but being not involved makes it very slow. It's like time is moving very slow for whoever this person is. Okay. Knight of Pentacles also is like someone has come to a realization too that maybe changing up how they do things is going to mean slower progress. So when you have a lot of distractions around you, you can't really time your manifestations, you know? And I feel like someone's like, okay, if I'm doing this alone, then, I'm going to be counting the days. Like, again, like that caveman or cave woman, like when you think about caveman, cave woman, in shows, or if you read about it, they always talk about the carvings on the wall, and it almost gives like jail because like when you start drawing the lines to count the days, I feel like someone's doing that to count the hours. It's almost like that same analogy here. Again, strength card as well. So this person is really withholding from indulgences, temptations. They have a lot of self discipline and control, but it could be very boring. You ever been in a waiting room, especially like around like a doctor's appointment, and you're just like waiting, and you may have a free day, and you're bored because you feel like, oh my god, I checked in. When are they gonna see me? It's like an antsy energy, but you know that it's good. Like you're getting your annual checkup, or you're going to the dentist. This is good for you. This is healing. Someone knows that they need to do this, but it's still very like mundane. It's a gift though. Someone really needed this really badly. Yeah, look at this too. Nine of Swords in reverse. So someone could not even like, someone had a really bad anxiety, or always very worried because of the decisions that they would make. We're just very impulsive. And now being by themselves, just with themselves, spending time with themselves, there's nothing to worry about, but they may feel like time is moving slow, or even boredom. It's interesting. So someone really likes to what's the word I want to use? Someone really likes chaos. Someone is like chaos driven, or chaos like attracted, because it kind of just, I don't know, this almost gives like ADHD. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? It almost gives that. With this, someone is elevating in major ways. So, like being alone and isolation, cutting out distraction is going to eventually, and very soon, by the way, elevate someone's life. So, this could be someone who also wants luxury in their life. They want to live a more fancier life, they want to experience the nicer things in life. That comes with separation, isolation, and it's hard because it's like it's boring, but this is maybe what I manifested with the gift card. Another thing that I wanted to say about the adventure card being so crazy coming out with the Nine of Pentacles, adventure has on this deck, especially has the number zero. If you think about that, you can associate it in tarot terms as the Fool. The Fool is about like new beginnings, new interests, new hobbies. It's also like freedom. So someone could crave freedom, but they don't know what to do alone. It's almost like if you had to go hiking by yourself, you can go anywhere you want. Or even like if you had a free day, you can eat where you want, you can go to the store that you want. When someone had a group, their narrative or their path was directed by their friends. So it's like, we don't want to go there, we want to go here. We don't want to eat there, we want to eat here. And it could have been like lower level. For example, maybe someone wants to go to the new lounge in town, but like, the minimum that you're going to be paying is probably $100 per person. And the friends that the company that they keep did not want to pay that much. So they're like, let's go to the hole in the wall. And someone let that rule their night. They're like, I really want to go to the nice lounge, and that's my energy. Like, I'm naturally that person with the Nine of Pentacles, but because I don't want to be alone, I'll go to the hole in the wall, even though it's very unsatisfying for me. It feels like this freedom is allowing someone to explore their true destiny or passions of living this elevated lifestyle. And it's very freeing, but it feels very lonely. Okay. Let's see. I definitely feel like this is you, Aries. One thing I know about Aries, you guys always aim for the best. So I know this is you, okay? So let's see. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. So much happiness, so much fulfillment and happiness in being alone. But it's still lonely, It's still a loneliness that I'm feeling here. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, Magician in reverse as well. Someone is gaining their manifestations, but they're misusing it, Or if it's not their manifestations per se, the Magician talks about having all the resources to live the life that you want or get what you want in life. So it's like someone may feel like they're underprivileged, but God or the universe has literally laid out everything in front of them for them to reach for the stars. And it's almost like someone has everything laid out in a platter in front of them, but they still choose to bottom feed. You know what I'm saying? That's the Magician in reverse. It's like someone's so talented, so skilled, so blessed that they can really have the lifestyle that they want, but they still choose to bottom feed. You understand? And it leads them to a lot of disappointment. And also it feeds off of disappointment. So Three of Swords in reverse is like not getting over some disappointment. So, for example, if someone was disappointed, it's almost like someone went lower and dealt with some situation and then they got disappointed and then they go lower after that. Like that's how they self-medicate. But the universe wants you to reach higher, reach for the stars. But someone chooses to like stay in a box that they weren't even in to begin with. I'm really telling you, if this is you, Aries, like your life is gonna get so good, but it's mundane to you in a way. It's very boring. Or if this is not you, this is someone who is involved with you. Maybe you match their energy. You are also upper echelon. You are very mature. You are independent. Someone is like struggling to be that as well. And maybe they're isolating themselves, even though they should lean on you because you know better than anyone else, like their plight, because you're also in that same energy. But someone keeps going for lower level energy around you, or this is you. And the only reason I say that with that connection is because the Knight of Wands is the sweetheart card. So there's obviously some type of romantic connection here where someone keeps getting pulled by their impulses and not living within their truth. Their truth is like, they're upper echelon, they're mature, they're wise, they deserve better in life. The universe is opening the gates for them, but they keep choosing to go back and search for back. There's some comfortability there. I don't know. It's very weird. I wonder if someone's like afraid to be judged. I don't know what that's about. Someone's afraid to be judged, and this energy, they fit in, but they're almost like, this is what it's giving. It's giving like a club where it's like VIP access, and you or this person has like the confidence to like go there and like get in, but there's one person who's straggling behind and is worried that they're going to be turned away when they are going to get in before anybody else. It's like, hello, get into the energy. You are this person. You are that. So that gives like self-worth issues. Someone has like maybe self-worth issues a little bit. I don't know. Let me write that down. All right. Clarify the Knight of Wands. So someone's isolated and they're doing very well. They're not as anxious. They're not as, and someone is afraid to be anxious around what their energy is. So they're attracting like minded individuals, but they're afraid to be anxious around these high level individuals, but they are a high level individual. But even when they hang out with the low level individuals, they're super anxious. So it's like, try something different. You know what I'm saying? And when I say low level, I'm not talking about like class or person or race or anything like that. I'm talking about like what people choose to involve themselves in. Okay. Let's see. What's the Knight of Wands with the Sweetheart card? Page of Cups. Very inviting. Someone is being complimented. It's almost like if you're dating someone and they're meeting your friends or you're meeting their friends, they're being complimented, they're being treated nicely, and they still have an impulse to like go back to what they know. I don't know. Page of Wands, like someone doesn't see it as good news. Page of Wands is also like exploration. So someone may feel like they don't feel comfortable exploring new territory. They're not used to this, even though they're very welcome. It could be like, it could be an energy like this is where someone was born, you know? Someone could be born from the motherland, but they grew up in like, the other land. And they're coming back to the motherland and they feel uncomfortable, but this is you, I don't know. It's weird. All right, what else? Yeah, and then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is someone's projections and it's also their actions. So it's like how they think, and it's also their actions, like from what they think, which is negative or low self-worth, low confidence. They make actions based off of that, and then they're not getting the outcome that they desire. Nine of Cups in reverse is feeling like things are not going to go your way. So you think that, so then you act against that, and then things naturally don't go your way. You're not really, chasing. And it's crazy too, because I'm saying chasing because of the King of Wands, but someone doesn't even have to chase. It's like already destined for them, but they feel like they have to chase it, but you don't. And I feel like this is the thing. It's almost like you have to get to the door to see what's going to be given to you. Someone will even go to the door to see that they don't have to chase. It's already here. Someone just won't elevate. They're isolating themselves. They have a breakthrough, but then they psych themselves out to not move forward in that breakthrough. It's like a play on their mind. Someone's mind is really troubled here. Okay. So if you're dealing with someone like this, Aries, you really want them to get things right. You want them to see themselves how you see them. It almost feels like they're about to do it, and then they kind of backtrack. And if this is you, then I'm speaking of you. And it's like, don't backtrack this time. See it through, because you'll see that you had some very unsolicited fears. You're fearful for no reason, or this person is being fearful for no reason. There's no threat. You belong here. Could even be a leader here with the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, okay? Could even be a leader. Someone really is having a problem with their potential. Someone doesn't know their potential, and it sucks, If this is you, Aries, it's a confidence build, right? So, and this is the thing, like anyone who's going to be successful has to take risk, and it's very scary. We never said it wasn't going to be scary, but I feel like this is a situation where someone takes a risk and they're pleasantly surprised, like, wow, this is easier than I thought. So it's like just jump, be the fool, explore, try those new passions, try those new hobbies. Some of you want to try new hobbies or interests like going to the gym, going to aerial yoga, Pilates, for my woman. And you're nervous to do it because it's like uncharted territory, but you could really make whatever um, thing that you're envisioning yourself your bitch. You understand? You could really like dominate it and control it in a major way. You are a leader as an Aries. And if this is not you, then someone's really having that trouble here. They may need their hand to be held, but I don't want to encourage you to hold their hand because maybe you've done that in the past and you've still been disappointed. So it's situational, it's very delicate. Now, with the Knight of Wands, it's it's not really clear what the outcome is going to be. I am doing an extended reading to say the outcome of the next 48 so you can see what's going to happen. Even with the negative card of the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands could still be positive that someone takes a leap of faith and does something impulsively, positively, and they get that confidence boost to continue. So it just really depends. We're going to see how that works out in the outcome of the extended reading. And that link will be in the bio or description down below wherever you're watching this video, okay? I'm going to get some oracle and some last words for this situation. All right, so I'm going to get some oracle cards. I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to show you the first card that I pulled. The second card will be left for the extended reading. And yeah, if you follow me there, then you'll be able to see the second card that came out. But we'll get the first card, and I'll show you the bottom of the deck as well. So let's see. Tell me more about the situation for Aries. All right. All right, bottom of the deck, we have love call. So someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So a love call is coming in very shortly, next 48 hours for you, Aries, possibly from this person. And they have a good message that they're conveying as well. They have good intentions coming towards you. We have healthy choices as the first card that came out. So healthy choices talks about making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So that's a good thing. We do have a second card that came out that we'll talk about more in your extended reading. So if you want to see that, then you know where to find it. All right, so let's go ahead and get the last words for my Aries. Tell me more about this situation for my Aries. Anything significant that needs to come out? Allow it to come out for Aries. Oh, hold on. Your Your last words have a lot of mixed messages. Okay, so I don't know where we're going with this. Of course, we're going to explore this deeper in the extended reading. But first one we have is police station. So be very careful, or this person that's in your reading needs to be very careful of like not ending up at the police station. Oh my God, okay. I forgot that I wrote this. I'm like, police station. Okay, also like not getting a ticket, not being pulled over by the police, not being stopped by the police, not making impulsive decisions that land you in jail. So someone needs to watch out for that because like it's coming out on the bottom of the deck. This also, bottom of the deck also gives past energy. So this could have been a past situation that someone's moving on from. Maybe this could have been a stopping point where someone's like, I need to get my shit together. Okay. We have dead end. So some part of the situation started to feel like it's not recoverable and it's going to be done. I do see some type of reemergence, okay? We do have gay, so same-sex relationships, connections is coming out. We have reconciliation. Oops. We have bisexuals, okay? So again, this is coming out. We have I regret nothing. Cancer is coming out. Getting married or getting in a very serious connection or relationship. So it could be the beginning stages of a deep commitment. We have hidden motives. Talk to spirit. So whether you have like an oracle deck, you read tarot yourself, you pray, you do rituals, whatever you need to speak to spirit, they will reveal the answers that you've been wanting to know deeper than this reading. All right, we have bad kisser and then we have bad boy. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to pick one. Okay, you're gonna be a bad kisser or a bad boy. Which one you gonna be? All right. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to take this over to the extended reading. The link will be in the bio or description box, depending where you're watching this. We're going to see the outcome of your next 48. So if you want to see the outcome, definitely follow me there. Make sure to like the video. It helps me out a lot. Comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your life because I love to read and hear about your life. I do care. Also, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on your next Aries reading coming out very soon. If you want a personal reading by me, the link is in the description box down below. Also, check out my store because I sell spiritual products like the jewelry that I'm wearing right now. All right. With that being said, I'm about to go to the extended reading and I'll see you guys there. All right. Bye.